So this migrating of cells, these are cardiogenic cells, sorry. These are cardiogenic cells. They leave the middle body, which I can't reach into, I have to feel the energy going into there. It comes up the lateral plate, which is continuous with the extra embryonic mesoderm. Well, anyway, just say it's coming up, take your hands, it's coming here, spreads up. These are cardiogenic cells. And they end up here, where they come together. So we had a right cardiogenic, and we have a left cardiogenic. But when they get there, remember the oral pharyngeal membrane yesterday was where the yolk sac stopped, and the cloacal membrane, where the yolk sac went down to the bottom. But at this point where the cardiogenic cells are traveling up this plate, this disc, the mouth is higher than the brain. So our mouth is here and our brain is like a little bit behind it. It hasn't yet come over. The brain, it grows over here. The top of the brain is the part looking down. You know what I'm saying? This is folded. So the top of the brain is here. Not here. Here, where it folded. But before it folded, it was like that. If you unfolded it and put the mouth there. Can you visualize that, or can you feel that? So we're using our visualization to get the picture, but then we go to somatization, and eventually we get to embodiment. Yes, Morgan. Could you stand and say your name, please?
As you're saying this, just I'm wondering, where is it emanating from? Is it
from the primitive streak?
Which is
That's the first part that comes up through the perineal body, and then it will end up in the primitive node, and then off of the primitive node will grow the notochord, and then the primitive node and the primitive streak will withdraw back to the place of origin. So the notochord will have a root into the perineal body, and then the pituitary signals the end of the migration. Thank you for that. So this is cardiogenic, primitive cells of the heart. They come this way, trace it up. We got to here, and the oral pharyngeal membrane is there, and you see my brain is behind. I'm still emerging out of this place. And the cells come like this. This is my front body, right? It's just a layer. I don't have a face or anything. Yeah, it's a layer, yellow and blue, and then the red is coming up the center for the notochord, the axis, but the heart is is coming up peripherally, right? It's coming up through the lateral column, and it comes together here. So are you there for yourself, that you come up and then you bring your hands together? But it's in front of your mouth. Like when we say speak from your heart, we're going back to the embryology. That's where our heart joined. The right and the left side was in front of our mouth. And then the brain is back here. And then, now this hand is my heart, and this is the extra embryonic mesoderm. Remember, the extra embryonic mesoderm is around the whole thing. So when my heart came in, the extra embryonic mesoderm came with it and became my diaphragm. Do it with me, so I'm not having all the fun. Starting in your perineum, in the middle body, it's cardiogenic cells are crawling up, But meanwhile, my head is not extended. It doesn't exist yet. My mouth is here, and that's where the cardiogenic cells come in. But we don't have a third hand, so we have to make one hand, either one, our heart. I like this one. And then the extra embryonic mesoderm is continuous with the lateral column. When the heart folds into the body, this is called the transverse septum, is the main part of the diaphragm.
Can you say that again?
Yes. That this part above, where the heart comes together, that little section is called the transverse septum. And when the heart comes in, that comes in with the heart.
The diaphragm.
It's the main part of the diaphragm, then you have other parts coming in to fill in the spaces. In reading the literature, because our culture is so interested in the brain and the nervous system and how everything is controlled by the brain and the nervous system, they say the folding occurs because the brain is getting so big. So one of the explorations is find how you fold with your brain getting big. Another one is the other one is to fold because the yolk sac's coming in. Another one because the amnion's coming around. And they're all true. They're all happening simultaneously. The one that for me has the greatest force is that as my heart comes in, and others, the brain folds and follows the heart. So when we finish, our brain is followed our heart. So if you come up here, you're here, and as you come in, it's in front of your mouth, your brain follows. It's still looking at your heart. It's curved here. And then we have education, and most of the time it cuts off. We know that. But if it didn't cut off, maybe we wouldn't recognize when it's not. So even that can be a gift. So you're here, you come in, feel how your brain follows your heart, and it brings your mouth. Your brain, your heart, and your mouth are one unit.